My name is Thomas O'Regan, and over the last 4 years, me and my wife have 20x'd our properties portfolio equity position. I'm a professional property investor here in Australia, and today I just wanted to list out a few differences and give some differences between a person that is wealthy, a person that is rich, and a person that is poor. Now, a lot of people, in my opinion, really get the word rich and wealth mixed up a lot. And actually, wealth and rich mean completely different things. Now, the mindset of someone that is rich, the mindset of someone that is wealthy, they're worlds apart. Okay, so wealthy people invest their money in assets. Wealthy people use money as a tool to create more money. So wealthy people don't work for money, they use money to work for them. Now, where I draw the line and say that's a wealthy and that's rich, I would say someone that is rich, for me, they're essentially just a poor person that is making a very high income. That, to me, that's what a rich person is, okay? A rich person is someone that makes a high enough income to afford luxurious items which make them seem very wealthy or very rich. It makes them seem very wealthy and it makes them seem rich. And that's why they would call that, society would call that person rich. Oh, that person has a Ferrari, that person has a nice house, that person has fancy watches, fancy clothes, that person spends his money on doing whatever he wants. That's a rich person, okay? You might, when you see a wealthy person, you might not know their wealth. They might look just plain clothed person, but the reality is, behind the scenes, their money may be, or is, if they're truly wealthy, working for them. Their money is working very hard for them, and you can't see that. So as time goes on, for that wealthy person, their wealth is increasing, their cash flows are increasing, and all that good stuff, okay? But where it changes into rich is that person, as I said, they're on a high income, they're making money, they're working for their money. They are working for their money. Wealthy do not work for money, money works for them. Rich people work for money and they make a lot of it, okay? The thing about being rich is, as soon as the rich person, if you have a rich mindset to be a rich person, as soon as you stop working, you have to reduce your lifestyle expenses. You cannot live the same life because you are not making the same amount of money. And hopefully, if you're a rich person, you have learnt to become wealthy, and that happens a lot. But for a lot of rich people, they just become rich and they stay at the rich level when they're working, but then as soon as they stop working, their lifestyle just disintegrates and corrodes till they become poor again. Okay, so that's why I say a poor person to me is just a rich person that makes a lot of money. Okay, a wealthy person is someone that has a lot of money, has a lot of power, and has a lot of resources and has the ability to use them, but they don't show it. Wealthy people don't show it because they know it's far better to spend their money or use their money to make more money through investing in assets, opposed to buying luxurious items to make them appear as if they are wealthy or rich. Wealthy people, unless they're super wealthy, don't actually appear to be wealthy, because wealthy people know that if they're going to continue to be wealthy, they can only spend a really small fraction of their income or their wealth on luxurious items. That's why when you see ultra wealthy people and they look wealthy, it's not like, even though they look super wealthy, it's not even, you're not even scratching the surface on what their wealth is actually, scratching the tip of the iceberg, okay? But when you see a rich person, like whatever you see on their human, that you see their car, you see their house, that's as deep as it goes. That's as deep as their wealth goes. Is everything you can see. They're flashing it, they're showing it. That's the difference between rich and wealthy. See you guys. Bye.